Alaikum. I am waiting for the abundant Muslimah to come and join me live so we can talk about what we learned. Why is this light so bright? What we learned in 2020. Okay, so we are going all out today, peoples. Let me change the light, okay? I don't like the light. The lighting is not working for me today. Okay, so the topic today is what we learned in 2020. Wow, 2020 is nearly over, guys. Are you not shocked? I am shocked. Okay, I am shocked that 2020, we're going to be done with it soon. So guys, comment below, what did you learn in 2020? Tell me what you learned, guys, while I wait for Jamila to just hop on and send me a friend request. Hey guys, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Oh, there's so many of you today. MashaAllah. So what did you guys learn in 2020 about yourselves? You know, we went through a lockdown. I still feel like I'm stuck in March. That's just me. I feel like I'm stuck in March. I'm stuck in that moment where everything went into lockdown. People were buying toilet rolls and the world was chaotic. I feel like I'm still stuck there. I don't feel like my brain has overcome that. If you're the same, let me know, because I still feel like people are still scrambling for those toilet rolls. That's what I feel like right now. I still feel like people were like fighting over bog roll. That was hilarious. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for Jamila to come on. So what did you guys learn? Come on, let's chat in the comments. What did you guys learn in 2020, especially about yourself? Just about yourself. What was the biggest, if you could put 2020 into a statement, how would you write it? What would be the punchline? Mine would be, don't fight over bog roll. There's plenty more to come. Oh gosh, is Jamila here? No, she's not. Jamila, what happened to you, love? Assalamu alaikum, Aisha. Assalamu alaikum, inside our happy place. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Loving the fact that you're here. Assalamu alaikum, Seema, Sabiha, Hamza, Naima, Bint Bashir, Med, Prophet Nurse, Firdausa, Reiko, Jahan. Yes, $1 million reality. I love that. You discovered that you're valuable. Amazing. So, you discovered that you're valuable. Hands down, we're always valuable. So I'm just going to wait for Jamila to come on. Hold on one second. Do you think I should just cancel this live? Hold on. Okay. Jamila's coming. She just let me know that she's coming. So yes, discovering that you're valuable, that's amazing. I think well-being has been like, I think well-being is like the top of the list for everyone now. I don't think people took it seriously before, but I think now since the lockdown, a lot of people are taking well-being more seriously, like mental health. Woohoo, Jamila. Get Mohammed while Jamila joins. Assalamu alaikum, Jamila. Wagwan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you, girl?
Sorry I was a bit late. I didn't see your message. I'm good. I'm good.
I just realised I came really early because I told you 12:40, so it's cool.
Yeah.
How are you, girl?
I missed so far? What have I missed? Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm good.
I was just introducing the topic to everyone of what we're going to talk about today. So what we've learned in 2020. And I was just asking everyone what they've learned. $1 Million Reality said that she's discovered that she is valuable. Amazing.
Wow. I love that. That sounds so amazing.
MashaAllah. So yeah, let's get to it, girl.
Okay, let's get started. So guys, I actually started making notes on everything I learned in 2020, just reflecting on it and going into, okay, what has 2020 meant for me? What has 2020 brought me? And what skills identity, traits, character did I have to develop to make 2020 such an amazing, amazing, amazing year for me? Alhamdulillah. And the first thing that came up for me was patience and perseverance. Patience to like stick it through the hard times, the difficult times, and keep going, even if external reality doesn't look like what you really want to create. So for me, that was, even if I felt like I wasn't getting any clients, I wasn't seeing results in my business, didn't feel like I'm actually climbing the mountain that I'm actually trying to climb, and I just felt like I was stuck in the same place, I just kept going. And that created a snowball effect that within I would say the last half of 2020 was like a massive boom for me, alhamdulillah. It was just like, it was amazing.
Amazing. Oh, I love that. You know what it is? I think so many people, you know what I'm seeing on social media, especially right now, we're seeing the end process for so many people. We're seeing all these people who are rich and successful, and we're thinking, okay, let me just copy them. But the thing is, just like you said, patience and perseverance over everything. Like you can, I think falling in love with the process is so important. Like so many of us want to get to the top. We want to just fly to the top without even like working for it, right? Because we live in an age of instant gratification. So just loving that process and telling yourself, you know what, if I plant the seed today, I will reap the reward tomorrow. I think that's such a deep concept, because so many of us are just planting seeds, but we're not tending to those seeds. We're just planting it and then running away and think, okay, I planted the seed, what next, what next, what next? No, you have to take care of it. You have to till the soil, you have to water it, you have to make it grow. And when it starts growing, then alhamdulillah, you start reaping the rewards of that plant. Whether it's an apple tree, whether it's a grapevine, wherever it is, you will reap the reward soon, but you have to be patient with the process.
Yeah, I think so many people, when they're starting a business or they're starting a new venture, especially during COVID when everybody was stuck at home, and they're thinking, okay, what can I start for myself? What can I do for myself? And they're starting all these things, and they've started it for a week or two, and they're not seeing anything, or a month, and they're not seeing anything. But they're not realizing it's like the roots are there. Like things are happening underground, but you just can't see it yet. And you have to keep going. You have to, like how you were mentioning, you have to cultivate the soil. You have to keep doing the work to make things happen.
Yeah, and it's the same with healing, guys. Like, you know, me and Jamila, we're in the world of healing, right? We heal, like, alhamdulillah, through the will of Allah. We help people understand their patterns, break their patterns, right? So even with the healing process, like, so many of us want quick fixes, guys. I promise you now, when you commit yourself to understanding yourself better, you will get massive transformations, massive breakthroughs. If you commit to it, and so you know what, I'm committed to unlearning, because think about it, all your life, you've learned a certain reality. And I feel like that reality hasn't been broken now, especially during COVID and all this stuff. So all your life, you've learned a certain reality. And now we're realizing that it was false, okay? That most of the stuff we can't control, right? So unlearning that pattern, you have to give yourself the same dedication that you gave to learning it. Because think about it, we spent so much time in school. We spent years in school. That's a good, 18 years of your life that you spent learning certain things. So dedicate the same amount of years to unlearning it.
Yeah, exactly. And they're all deeply, deeply embedded patterns. And if you try to kind of think that, okay, today I'm just going to become a new person. I'm going to start working out first thing in the morning. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to show up on social media. You might be able to do that for a day, but these deeply embedded patterns take time to uproot and create new patterns in it. That's not to say it can't be done, but it takes time. It takes time, and it takes perseverance to keep on going.
Yeah, one massive thing that I learned in 2020 was let go and let God. That's it. That's been my theme for the whole year. Let go and let God, especially when it came to investing. Guys, you know me, I love investing in myself. I love parting with money. I love spending it, especially when I know it's going to help me grow. The biggest thing for me was when I was investing, I invested big money this year, right? And I was thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to make it back? I don't want to get into debt. I don't want to, fall into this, fall into that feeling of I'm investing just to invest for the sake of it, just so I can say to people I've invested. I didn't want that feeling because I've done it so many times. So when I just let go, and I mean let go, guys, I literally imagine you're on the edge of a cliff and you let go of the fear and you just jump. Right? And you have the feeling that, you know what, Allah's going to help me fly. That's the kind of feeling you have, because so many of us are like, oh, I'll think about it. It's not the right time. I don't have the money. I don't have this. I don't have that. You're focusing on things that you don't have. And that's the reason why you are stuck in the same reality. And I say this from a place of love, that you are saying the same thing to yourself that you've been saying to yourself for the past 10 years. I'll do it when I have time. I'll do it when I have money. I'll do it when it feels right. I'll do it when da 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 da, right? You keep saying that to yourself, but look at your life now. Has it changed, right? Are you better off than where you were 10 years ago or 5 years ago, even a year ago, or even in the beginning of the year? Have you grown? If you haven't, then you have to ask yourself, am I really letting go and letting God take control? That's what you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And it's not just investing, guys. It's in every area of your life that you're trying to control, that you're trying to manage, that you're trying to create this change in. How much can you let go of it, and how much can you surrender to the outcome? Surrender to the process of making it happen, and surrender to the outcome of it happening as well. And that was a huge one for me as well. About deep surrender into not making mountains out of molehills.
Yeah.
I remember beginning of the year, I was like so close to signing clients, and then they ghosted, or they said they can't do it. And I would freak out. I would literally freak out. I was like, what is happening here? And I created a huge meaning about my business, or about myself, or about my identity out of those things. And that's one thing that I learned to let go of, that I learned to surrender in this year as well, is not to create mountains out of molehills. And I think COVID 2020 has literally shown everybody that, like, not to let these huge big things that happen in the whole world, in everyone's lives, not to make them a bigger thing for yourself.
Oh, I love that. I love that, because at the end of the day, we are all meaning-making machines, right? We make meanings out of everything. The client doesn't sign up. If you get a bill, you know how many like parking tickets I got this year? I don't know where from. I'm just like, where did these parking tickets come from? when was I in this place? Right, I must have been there because I drive a lot. But I got so many parking tickets this year. Even like, when you're in London and you get the congestion charge, I got 3 of them, Jamila. 3 of them. Every week they came, I was like, what is going on? But then I was like, you know what, alhamdulillah, Allah is showing me that it's time to level up. So, another thing about letting go is, like, I used to get so, I wouldn't get afraid of bills, but like, when you get the bills that you don't expect, unexpected bills, oh my gosh, guys, I would get into a panic sometimes, right? But then this year, alhamdulillah, I was like, you know what, Allah is showing me that these bills are proof that I'm going to level up. This is proof that my income is gonna skyrocket. It's gonna, boom. It's gonna go crazy. And alhamdulillah, it did, because the more I told myself that, the more I let go of the money, the let go of the control, the let go of like how it's supposed to look like, how it's supposed to feel like. I let go of all of that and say, you know what, Allah, you know my dream, you know my mission, you know my purpose. I'm going to give it to you, Allah. You figure out the how. I'm just going to take action every single day, whether it's baby steps, whether it's massive leaps. I'm still going to do something every single day towards my purpose, towards my mission. And I know, Allah, with certainty that you're going to help me, right? When having that mindset has really helped me, especially during COVID as well, when people were making us fear the recession, telling us not to sell, or we shouldn't be selling, we should be like, we should be mindful of people's worries and stuff. Having that kind of mindset really helped me, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and what you mentioned, letting go of the how, like that's incredible, because guys, when you let go of the how, but you trust yourself in the process, that I'm going to take committed action every single day, Allah provides. And God provides in amazing ways. Like, and the biggest example I think of is Thrive for us. Like, all I knew is I wanted to start hitting consistent high figure months, and I wanted to do it in a really, really juicy, meaningful, impactful way. And alhamdulillah, the idea of Thrive came to me, and we rolled with it, and it's been incredible. Like, guys, we can't even tell you how many breakthroughs these women were having. Like, one of the women, she's leveled up in so many ways, that she's actually expanded her business, started to create a second business. We've had a woman that had this huge, amazing idea that was just a conception kind of thing in her mind for years, and now she's taking action. We've had women heal from like body conditions.
I know. This was an intuition. Guys, listen to your nudge. And I'm telling you now, like, sorry to interrupt you, Jamila, but I'm so excited about what transpired after that phone call. When me and Jamila got on the live, and Jamila was, you know what, we should just do this as like a 12-week package. And we were like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, we did like a quick, you know what, guys, we didn't even think about it. We didn't even think so hard about how is it supposed to look? Is it supposed to be this big? we just thought about the impact we're going to make with so many women, and that was our focus: impact. How can we help people on a deeper level in a container where they feel safe? That was our main goal. And just going with that intuition, that nudge, oh my days, Allahu Akbar. That is just it's just been amazing.
Yeah, it's been beyond incredible. Like the breakthroughs that these women have had, and we're so excited, guys, that there's going to be another round coming very soon, inshallah. So DM us if you're like, if you didn't get in the last round and you're like, I really want to be part of this amazing sisterhood community of healing and growth and change. Just DM us, inshallah, and we can like VIP you as one of the first people in. But that was one of the biggest things I think that I learned in 2020 as well. Like the power of just letting go of the how and going with your intuition and trusting as well that the things will come to you, the ideas will come to you, the next steps will show themselves to you. I think so many people like, they're afraid of not knowing the how, and they're afraid of trusting themselves in taking the next step.
Oh yeah, that is deep, guys. Because think about it, right? None of us have control. How about that? You walk outside your door, you don't have control of who's going to come in your way. Whether whether you get hit, whether you don't, whether you drive the car and it breaks down, you don't have no control over that. No matter how many times you checked over. Imagine you get in your car and you've checked your car 100 times. You still do not have any control over whether that car breaks down or not. So when you actually think of it that way, you have no control over your life. The only thing you can control is what you think, right? Because we choose our thoughts. Most of us are stuck, because think about it, your ego is here and is fed by fears, right? So whenever you think about doing something, whenever you think about taking a leap, taking a risk, your ego will say, no, this is dangerous. Okay, remember the time when you did do that and this happened? Because again, your ego is here and is fed by fears, right? So I will say to you, whenever you're thinking about something, whenever you want to take a risk, ask yourself this question: why do I get things right? Why do good things happen to me? So you can focus on positive outcomes. Because the more you focus on a positive outcome, the more likely you're going to take a risk, and the more likely you're going to go live your dreams, right? And I think so many of us are afraid to live our dreams. Don't you think, Jamila? Like,
Yeah, definitely.
I think, right?
I think women, especially women, and especially women that cover, kind of feel as if they have to limit themselves in a certain way, or they can't dream as big as other women out there. Or maybe not even just women that cover, women that feel like they're marginalized in society. They just feel like they can't dream as big as other women. And all of that is literally mind made. Like all of that is not reality. It's just a reality that you're choosing to accept for yourself. And when you, like, I remember first, guys, and I'm going to be really honest with you and tell you this, like when I first came across Rosaline Speed, this was probably November, December last year. And I was just like, wow, mashallah, she's wearing a niqab and she's killing it. She's so raw, she's so authentic, she's showing herself so much, like what she does in her business. And I was just like, there's my proof. There's my proof. I can make that happen for me too. And if any of you right now, like I know Saida, you're saying that you're not in business, but you want to start something, seeing how we are strong. Your mindset is the first step. And Saida, I'd really recommend you go check out my bio for the Mindset Foundations kit, because that goes deep into all the mindset stuff that you really need to filter through before starting a business, or if you have a business and you want to really get that foundation right.
Yes, and Jamila's stuff is amazing, guys. She's a no BS coach. Okay, guys, so go and check out Jamila. Send her a DM, because she knows what she's talking about when it comes to mindset. And guys, it's a proof. When me and Jamila met, I remember at the Sacred Space event, and you were like, I remember you said to me, like, the stuff you're doing, I can do it. I said, go do it then. Remember when we had that conversation? You were like, Rosie, like the stuff that you're doing, I know I can do it.
Yeah, I remember, and I remember telling you, and I remember, like, this is another thing, guys, that if someone triggers you in the space, I don't think it was you, Rosalind, but it was somebody else there that I felt triggered by. And I told you, I was just open, and I told you. And this is another thing, guys. If you know you're on your path of growth, be open, ask for help. Like, you won't know until you don't get. I can't tell you how many times in my life I didn't ask and I didn't know what was going to happen. And the next time I did ask, magic things happen. I'm talking about like upgrades in hotels to like the best suites ever. I'm talking about like getting discounts in places just because I wanted to ask, getting drinks, you know, or even this. Like I remember just telling Rosalie, I feel so triggered right now because there's a part of me that's just like, Jamila, what the hell? You can do all of this. Why are you limiting yourself? And then
Right.
I remember what you said to me. You said to me, "Go for it, girl. Yeah, you can do it. What, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it." And alhamdulillah, 1 year later, I really honestly feel like I'm making it.
Oh, Naja, mashallah, jazakallah, alhamdulillah. Oh, you know what? Allah
Wow.
sends people your way. Honestly, Allah sends people your way, and Allah sends it your way to make you realize that you're playing small, right? You're playing small. You know what, guys? The reason why I'm like this, because I never saw anyone doing it the way. I never saw a niqabi out there talking about money and business, and I'm so inspired by Khadija radiallahu anha. She was a businesswoman. Men used to come to her for business advice. That gives me goosebumps. That men, the Quraysh tribe, the leaders of the Quraysh, the top billionaires, millionaires, whatever trillionaires you want to, they used to come to Khadija and ask her for business advice about the caravans, where to go through, where to travel to. She's a woman, right? And I was just like, I don't see this in the world. I see women wearing bikinis, trying to like flaunt their bodies, and I see all the time influencers. You're selling a business, but you're naked, and that didn't sit well with me. I felt like you don't need to be doing that kind of stuff to fit in. Like, we were born to stand out. This is our religion. This is our deen. Allah's taught us that we're the best of the ummah. We're the best of people because we have Islam. So when I didn't see that in my space, I was like, you know what? I need to stand up for all the Muslim sisters who don't see niqabis, who don't see niqabis sticking to their deen, sticking to their values, and not compromising them, and still making money. Like, you can have it all, guys. Literally, you can.
Yeah, and it's taking, like I always talk about this, it's taking a stand for the and. So people feel like, okay, maybe I can show up on social media wearing niqab, but then what about this? But what about that? But you need to be able to take a stand for the and. Like, I can have this that I really want, and I can have this that I really want as well.
Oh, I love that. Yes, and stop saying but, say and. What else can I have? And what else? The more you say and, the more it will come your way. Like, you have to reprogram your subconscious mind to, you have to speak it into your reality. Keep speaking things into your reality. Keep telling yourself that Allah wants this for me. Allah will never give you a dream that he felt that you couldn't uphold. Like, me and Jamila, we're in the same space, but we have different dreams. Your dream is different to mine. I want private jets. I want private jets, but I also want a 9-seater now, and I want a cottage. But still, my dreams are like right, big, right? Yeah. My dreams are like private island, luxury. That's my kind of vision. But it doesn't have to be the same for you. Yours could be like being a mother, being at home, you know, you feel great in that space. It's what comes to you. That's from Allah. Don't doubt it.
Yeah, and one of the other things I literally wrote down here was that how can you make in your life, you're going to have so many situations that don't look good from the outside. Like, COVID was a difficult situation for so many people. And one of the things I learned is that every worst possible situation out there has a silver lining. There is beauty in it. There's blessings in it. And how can you find it? That's your job, to find it. And for me, it was, when that happened, it was like, okay, I'm not going to just put one foot in, one foot out in my business. I'm not just going to dabble in it. I'm going to go all in. This is my sign now that you are at home. You've got the time to make it happen. Are you going to make it happen? And that actually gave me the courage to actually, let go of my 9-to-5, because I felt like I have the time. I'm going to make this happen, and that's my non-negotiable. Like, I believed I could make it happen, and that was it. I'm actually sticking to my belief. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to doing this.
Yeah, and I love, Jamila, your growth has been inspiring and amazing. Allah Mubarak. Like, seriously, Jamila. I remember like us working together, and Alhamdulillah, like, you inspire me daily, girl. Like, trust me. Every single day I think about things like, what would Jamila say? Okay, then let's just go ahead with you, okay? Let's just forget all this stuff. Yeah, let's just go ahead with it. Okay, she's a no BS coach. Let's just do it. Mashallah. And Aisha, I love my bye, guys. Can we just celebrate Aisha? Oh, girl, I love you.
Guys, check out Aisha's live after this if you want to. Aisha_Javed, because she had that fear of covering and being on social media, and she got over it. It's just proof. It's just proof.
It is proof, guys. And you know what? Do it for yourself. Like, end of the day, we're in a space. Social media is very saturated. We all know that. And the people who get the most engagement are the people who, don't look like us, who may not, be doing this, may not have like a religion. Probably they're doing their own thing. Don't make that the reason why you don't do things. Don't make it the reason why. Just because you're in an ethnic minority and you're not part of the majority does not mean that it can't happen for you, because your risk is set. Allah sets your wealth for you. You just have to go and grab the pot. It's already there. Allah's already set the pot over there. You just have to walk towards it instead of running away from it.
Yeah, and it's all about taking action, guys. Like taking action. We can sit, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Yesterday, I was doing my own deep learning, deep reflecting, and there was one part of my life that I'm thinking, okay, I've learned about so much on this, but I don't feel like I'm taking action fully. And that was in the realm of investments, but not in investing in courses and programs, but just making my money work for me. And I just decided that's it. I'm doing it now. I'm taking the action, even if it feels scary, to go ahead on that route. And I'm determined, inshallah, to make 2021 a year that's just going to be all about that. Like I'm going to go so deep into that, learn more, make it happen, do things. And that's the thing, guys. You've got to learn to take action. Like it's all good if you all join our lives or we watch YouTube videos or podcasts, but it's meaningless if we don't take something from it. Like even if it's one tiny thing that you take from it, like one little thing that maybe you feel as if, do you know what, I'm going to go on social media and I'm going to just talk about my business today, or I'm just going to share a post that's related to this live. Just something that you take away that changes the trajectory of how you're living your life and how you're living your business.
Oh yeah, I love that. Intention is key, guys. Yo, you know what's so funny? I don't know who I spoke to this about, but I was like, I used to set intentions, but I didn't think I set them properly. So I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, and in my mind it's just like blah blah blah. I'm saying that in my mind. I'm not setting the real intention. So when I set the intention firmly, that literally I write it down. My intention for doing this live is to inspire at least one person to go and take the leap, take the risk, just go do it, right? When I set that intention, I see the fruits of it. I see the fruits of that labor. I see the fruits of that intention straight away after. Before I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this, as an addy thing. It's not that deep. But setting a deep intention and really feeling it in your heart, like imagining someone messaging you and saying, you know what, you inspired me to just go for it. You inspired me just to raise my prices. You inspired me to make a live, whatever, and I feel into that feeling. That's when I see the reward of that intention. But if I'm doing it the other way, I don't see that.
That's so meaningful. That's so powerful, because what comes up for me in that as well is that, guys, when you have your business, sometimes you might be thinking about clients, you might be thinking about money, you might be thinking about scaling it, growing it, but you forget the other part, which is just the service side and the showing up to all the people that might never buy anything from you, but they just love consuming your content. They love watching you, they love listening to you, and that you're inspiring them and you're changing their lives. That part, and being so grateful for that. Like I've had messages sometimes when women, like I've never heard of them before, they've never bought any of my programs or invested in me, but they just said something like, Subhanallah, I love that you're an alima and you're doing this and you're doing this, and you just inspired me, and I actually forwarded your live to my sister and whatever, we're thinking this. And I'm just, taking that time to really appreciate those kind of things that you're providing for these people is such a huge thing as well.
Yeah, guys, don't take it. Another thing. So you know how we spoke about yesterday? Social media is such a blessing. I don't see social media as a curse. Think about it, guys. We were in lockdown. Now imagine if we were in lockdown in 1999 and there was only landline phones. How would we have been? What would have happened? I wouldn't be here chilling with Jamila and chilling with all you guys on the live. We would be stuck in our homes for real, right? So I feel like social media has been such a blessing. I no longer curse it. I'm like, alhamdulillah, Allah, thank you so much for creating social media, for allowing us to connect from the comfort of our homes. It's such a blessing. And I feel like so many people cuss it out, saying that, oh, there's so much fitna on it, there's so much haram. Yes, there is. But look at the benefits. Look at the benefits of being in a lockdown with social media.
And being able to use it in the best way possible, guys. And subhanAllah, so many people in the world wouldn't have their businesses without social media. That in itself is such a huge blessing.
Right. So we have to I think we have to stop looking at the negatives and start looking at the positives of everything. Instead of focusing on what's going wrong, we need to focus on what's going right. And that's how you'll create more abundance in your life.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, guys, let us know your takeaways. What have you taken away from this live? What do you intend to do now? Where have you been placed more, and now you're just ready to go big? Announce it. I think announcing it to the world will help keep you accountable. Oh, yeah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Bra Secure, she took the leap and she's going for it, guys. What tiny thing can you do today? Ask yourself, what tiny small action can I take today that will push me forward a year from now?
Yeah, guys, think about 2021. Like we started 2020 all hyped up, then lockdown happened. Now imagine 2021. What can you do to make it even better for yourself?
Let us know
Mashallah.
if you've got any questions as well, inshallah, for future lives or anything like that.
Mashallah. So many people tuned in.
Feeling the love, guys, from all of you.
Jazakallah khair, Aisha. Oh, bless you guys. Oh, yes. Please
Go for it, Haida.
send Jamila a message, mashallah. And don't be afraid, guys, to hold yourself accountable. I think so many of us run away from accountability. Like, I don't want to be held accountable for this. I don't want to be held accountable for that. And that's why we don't make money. We tell ourselves, I don't want to be held accountable for so much money. Why not? If you're held accountable,
Mm.
you're going to be more responsible. And the more responsible you are, the more successful you'll become. That's it. Right? So we play small and tell ourselves, I don't want to have so much money in my life. I don't want to have a big business. I don't want so much responsibility. But guys, there's also the flip side of it, that being held more accountable and holding yourself accountable, you are going to be more responsible, more successful, and you're going to be more connected to Allah and asking Allah to help you, rather than
Mm.
playing small and blaming others, or like telling yourself it's not the time, I don't have the money, it's just not right for me.
Yeah, all of those things are just self-doubts, guys, that keep you stuck. And what wasn't you mentioned about being more accountable, etc. If you think that maybe right now you only give 1% of your income to charity, or 0.5% or 5%, whatever it is that you give, that's not going to change when you make more money. It might look like it's more money, but it would still be relatively the same, like 5% to whatever you're earning or 1% to whatever you're earning. It's just you looking at the bigger numbers that is just throwing you off.
Right. Oh, mashallah, Khadija. I'm beginning to learn that the deen doesn't have to hinder you in what you want to achieve. When I converted at an early age, I thought I needed to go post restrictions, but 15 years later, you realize that's not the case, right? So true,
Mm.
guys. I think so many of us use the deen to limit ourselves. Allah did not bring down the Quran for us to limit ourselves. And we have to come out of that mindset. And it came through colonization. It's not our fault. It's been inherited from our ancestors, unfortunately, because Islam is a thriving religion. It helps you thrive in all areas of life. Because just like Jamila said, remember you mentioned on a previous live where you talked about the ayah of, if you're grateful, I'll give you more. Allah says
Yeah,
about it being certain. So
yeah.
Allah's
لَإِن
like,
شَكَرْتُمْ لَأَزِيدَنَّكُمْ.
right. Like there's certainty in it. That if you're grateful, the byproduct of being grateful is you're gonna get more. Right? So the deen is so abundant. It teaches us abundance.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm loving what you guys are writing about what 2021 is all going to be about. Like I feel the excitement from everyone. Like, yeah, we're going for it, making it happen.
Oh, I like this. What do they call Khalifa Ninjalja? 2021 will be the rise of the underdog. The unknown will be known suddenly. Okay, I love that. MashaAllah. That sounds underdog. I like that. And 2021 is a year of checking on the roots, nourishments today.
Yeah,
Yes, I love that.
that is
Absolutely love.
amazing.
Okay, so what's our final thoughts, Jamila? Walaikum
Um,
salam.
my final thoughts would be, guys, you do this for yourselves. What have you learned in 2020? Like, go deep. Look at everything that you've managed to overcome, everything that you experienced, everything that you went through. What did you learn from it? What were the lessons, the life lessons that you learned that you now feel like you can carry on taking forward? Because life is all about lessons. Like everything that happens in your life is there to teach you a lesson. It can be a test to teach you something and to teach you a lesson. Like, what have you learned that you want to take into 2021? And what are your intentions that you're creating for 2021? Yep, Aisha, I can feel it already. 2021 is the year for you.
Definitely is.
2021 is going to be epic for you, Aisha.
I mean, and I think the takeaway that I want to give you guys is don't be afraid. Let go and let God. Let that be your motto for 2021. Let go and let Allah deal with the rest. That's it. Take your baby steps, even if it's one little thing, even if it's a 5-minute live or a 1-second story on your Instagram, just go do it. Right? And you're going to feel so much better sticking to that commitment. Just go do it.
I love that. I really, really love that.
But
So
thank you,
guys,
guys.
we'll see you inshallah next week
Oh yes,
together.
and guys, Thrive is
Yeah.
opening. We have a wait list for Thrive now. So if you've been
Mm.
thinking about getting to Thrive and you've seen our stories, you've seen us posting stuff about Thrive and the breakthroughs that these amazing ladies are having, send me or Jamila a DM and we will put you on the wait list. The people on the wait list get VIP access, they get bonuses, they get discounts. So please do send us a message. And yeah,
Yeah, guys, and the wait list is officially opening tomorrow. You're the first few people to actually hear about it. It's also capped. We're going to have a cap of women for this round as well because we want it to be really intimate. So you get hands-on attention from me and Rosaline during the coaching calls, which are like hot seat coaching. This is for anyone, it's for your personal growth or your business growth, emotional healing. Like women have experienced incredible breakthroughs. Like they came in, guys, they came in for one intention, with one reason, and they came out having healed so many different areas of their lives. And they're like, they themselves are amazed. You can send it in our DMs, Mahira.
yeah, send it our DMs. Mashallah, tell me. Mashallah, your wife just turned up here. Okay, Alan Mubarak. Yes, tell her to send us a DM. Yo, even one of the ladies mentioned about her eczema. You know,
Yeah,
Jamila,
that's what I'm thinking about.
Allahu Akbar. You know what? Allah is the best of healers. She signed up she was one of the first people to sign up, right, for Thrive. I think she was just all
She
in.
was actually the first. She was the first person, I remember.
And she was like, I'm in. Like, I don't care. I'm just going to
Yeah.
go do it. And then recently she sent a message in the Facebook group which goes, you know what, guys? I have not itched since doing all this healing and doing the inner work. I have not itched my skin. You know, guys, if you have eczema, you realize how much of a massive breakthrough that is because eczema is like, it's traumatic. When you have eczema and it's itchy, it's so traumatic. So her not itching since she's joined Thrive, I find that so mind-blowing. Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And the even more amazing thing, guys, is she didn't join Thrive for her eczema. She joined it for completely another reason. And
Right.
she's working through that. She's worked through that, and she's got this like a bonus byproduct sort of thing as well. Alhamdulillah, which is really amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
Just send us a DM. All of you that are interested, just send us a DM. Just send the word Thrive to us, inshallah, and we'll give you the details. And please feel free to check out my Mindset Foundations kit, which is in my bio. The last day to enroll is today, guys, and it's only £59. Like, come on, that's the price of a couple of takeaways.
All right. You can't go wrong with that, guys. Come on. MashaAllah. So yeah, guys, inshallah, we will see you next week, and please do send us a message. And yeah, it was fun connecting with all of you. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
MashaAllah. Wa alaikum salam.